Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go, let's go! Ready, back 25! 54. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch the twitch, watch the twitch. Got it.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, Tuesday.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards on the ground. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Rush in. Check the backer. Tight dog. 22. Check. Kill. 21.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Bang. Check. 59, ready. Watch the ship. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 with the 34-yard line.
Check 13. 59. Great. Check, 59. Coming to you.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Newton going up top. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Switch up. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Check.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. But he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Panthers have recovered.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now, and he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
59, ready. 525. We own them. We own them. 20.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Push him back. Safe.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Smith. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch. Check. Watch out. Hey, switch gears. Watch the edge. 21.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Newton on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
20.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Now Newton on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the 50, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They snap it to Newton. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, 280. Right there, 54 Mike. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Check 15, check 15. 58.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, white. Slam. Check 31, check 30. 51, sub. 11. Smooth.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Dancing to it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Good job.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Ready. At 25. 54, south. Watch the screen. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 39. Hey, ready, go.
On first down, it's Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
20. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Here's Newton. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Freeman again. Spins by. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And the Falcon first down.
Ready, back 25, wait. Check, check. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Smith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll get the football here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Newton. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Newton and Olsen here with a connection. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's more. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On first and 10, Newton. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check. Crunch. Watch twist. Check your hot read. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey!
Here we go on fourth. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.